Hello everyone! Welcome back to Doki Literature Club. Now we are on day 2. We have wrote our second poem. We've not read anyone else's poem. Last time there was a little bit of a fight going on. So hopefully today there won't be much of a fight, but we will see. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room is usually sing greets me. Oh yeah, I still can't say their names to save my life. Hi, Milo. Yo, S. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. Do you have cupcakes, please? I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you, anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Do you have cupcakes? Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sis? What the? All of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. S nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets it contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. 'Cause you're broke. You wanted me to buy your food. That's what it was. Aha! I knew it. I see right through you, S. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some money. Probably the second one. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Aw, never mind. They wanted to hang out with me. So, I give up. I gotta sneeze. I'm so sorry. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. Yuri. Oh, I clicked on something wrong. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri? Tell Milo to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved in that, S. Besides, you should only buy what you can reasonably afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. S. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think of that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still, coming from you, S. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. S knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys that she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But wouldn't you have come if it weren't for the cupcakes? I would not have come if there were no cat cupcakes, no. So I had to trick in into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, S. Did I just slap her? Out of nowhere, something smacks S in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Okay, I didn't smack her. Oh, I was about to say, that was not worth a smacking. Ow. What was... a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. S glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki. Is it Natsuki? I think it's Natsuki. That's so nice of you, even though you threw it in her face. I'm so happy. S hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. S rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. S suddenly clasped her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars. I thought I said baggers. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. S goes out to her seat, goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up and nudges her off. Does she eat her cookie? As suddenly leans down, takes a bite of her cookie. she was gonna get that cookie either way. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mm-hmm. Mouthful, S trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Moniki, M, can you tell S? Natsuki glances around. M isn't in the club room. Where's Monica? Monica. Anyway, good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You didn't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Rude. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super late. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? They glance at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it, since I was just practicing piano. Piano? I was aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us. They look at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Milo. They smile sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. That's a lie. You just said you weren't. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out S. Mischievous escaped. I'm sure N will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone's already settled down. S somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and N disappeared into the closet. Am I going back to the manga? Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and ended up listening to S' conversation with him. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and words. Okay, but it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way to show that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak their creative minds. What's this? S is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberately like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. It would love to do that. You're right. It makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, S is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, S can put her mind to things that make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. I don't want to see the world through her eyes. You gotta remember, this is supposed to be a scary game. So no. I open my eyes to find S's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if M overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, S. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, S, it's written all over your face. S glances around at herself. How's it written all over my face? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of S's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, S. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button up her blazer from the button. Why are we buttoning up her blazer? She could do this herself. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is a scary game. 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 This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel so strange to see the blazer button up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. They hastily unbutton her blazer once more. I did that for no reason. Pew! That's so much better. S puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let me do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all those embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again. Stop. Aw, but I was joking this time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. M suddenly calls out, why do we start sharing our poems we wrote? Oh, geez, now I get to read depressing poems again. I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I found the sounding enthusiastic. Oh boy, I'm not ready for this. Let's do Yuri's first. We'll do purple hair first. So, let's see what you've got written today. Well done, Milo. Your skills are already improving. I don't even know what I wrote. I just picked 20 words that sound nice. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy I can help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me the poem. Alright. Oh yeah, this is the person that writes, and I can't read it because of dyslexia hardly. Okay. Oh, we're reading about a raccoon today. Okay. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for the guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious as well, all aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon incriminates its place. That's not the right word. It reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You can say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I varnished my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic. What? A rush of blood. Classic something conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Were you luring in the raccoon and you killed our raccoon friend? I don't like this. Why did you kill our raccoon friend? I was a little more daring with this one yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express my way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Are your unusual hobbies cutting the throats of raccoons? Friend? It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Do you have anything like that, Milo? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Alright, S, what you got for me today? Oh goodness, this is so good, Milo. I love it, especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes, S. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I? S, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even ends. Are you sure you don't like this just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Milo poem. And it makes me feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. S hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, S. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is pretty important part of the thing. Part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Okay. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, S. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice, happy rainbow. S, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Milo. I should go write that down then. You can read the poem now. Okay. What do we got? Your poems are getting longer. Okay. Bottles. I pop off the scalp of the lid with a cookie jar. Why a cookie jar? It's the secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger to pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle in the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secret hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow the dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time escaped. Ooh, something. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends looked through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. But they were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Are these imaginary friends? Why are these getting a little dark? It's only day 2. Holy crap. S, did you really write this? Of course I did. I didn't tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever. Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. M taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, I'm not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful? Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like it was meant to express myself this way. Even it helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yay! Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. As always, habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be... Yes, okay. M. Long hair. Hi again, Milo. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. I want to share what I wrote for you today. Sure, here you go. I give it to him. Alright. I like this one. It makes me think of something S would like. Is that so? You and S are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Oh, well. We may be good friends, but S and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, S writing has a kind, gentle feeling to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that sometimes so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Alright. Save me. I'm already a little scared. Alright, save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless. Something of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, garroting waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Since coins tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. I think it's vinyl. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Are you okay? It's even more abstract than the last one. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing that I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what the poem is about isn't the right question. A poem could be an abstract or physical expression of feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's the writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this even about writing? I'm gonna save, because you make me feel like I need to save. Can I go? Okay, I saved. What am I even talking about? Ha! That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I am a little scared. Why did she randomly say that like she was talking, like going across, is it fourth person, fourth dimension? Something about interacting with the game people and not actually being a part of the story. Okay. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of S poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. S has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone so like you? It's like she's dragging around dead weight. Hey, that's mean. That's a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Alright. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. This is supposed to be cute and funny, but I feel as though she's talking about us. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues in much simpler... I totally skipped that word. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Or you're talking about the one that likes manga. Something about your friend... You're afraid if people find out they'd make fun or you think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. You're the one that likes manga. Okay. Huh, that's funny. You wrote something like that similar today. Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about unusual hobbies of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't take each other to feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Anne has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. And I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Okay, we read everyone's poem, and we've still not gotten scared. I'm confused. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come and sit in front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. S has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets that we could give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. S is putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. S, who's been coloring the posters, holds it up to see. Are you kidding me, Em? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with N. I can never in my life do something like that. Imagine it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no S. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that N and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm so sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. That it sucks. That's just my opinion, because I'm really bad at literature. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And those reasons were that we're all in this club today. Shoo! Don't you want to share those with others to inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. They remain silent because they're not happy about it. They are pissed. Okay, S looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that S and M have been trying really hard to get the new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like N doesn't have any argument left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right. Phew. Thanks, N. What about you, Yuri? They're not happy about it. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh, gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem for yours. We're going to practice reciting in front of each other. No way. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh, no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. I can go next. Of course. Now let's see. Em flips through her notebook, spits the poem she has in mind. She stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way to Fly. They've tempo, clear confidence, fill the room. More than that, her she knows exactly how to apply emotion as she reads her poem. This is something she's done before. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on her. S is amazed. Yuri has intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, M finishes her blah blah blah. The four applaud. M takes a breath and smiles. That was so good! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, S? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up, keeping her head down, and walks quickly to the podium. This poem is called... They glance at each. You do it, Yuri. It's called... What? After Image of the Crimson Eye. Okay. They shake while reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and structures that were the perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealing inside her head. Suddenly she finishes. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality, glares around herself as if she's bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards. Yay! And we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next. They hop up the chair, cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay, then. They begin their poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like she is. It's bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from their voice almost gives a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what S meant when she said she likes poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. S finishes. We applaud. I did it! Good job! Even Milo liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out so nicely. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. I feel like she just stands and she goes, I don't understand. I feel like she's that kind of person. In other words, even seeing poems of yours where the last sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. No, she doesn't. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? In. Don't make me go before Milo. It's not like I can compare you guys anyway. Might as well let Milo lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. In. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up there. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. This would be me. Hi, my name's Milo, and this is my poem. That's exactly how I would be the entire time. Since I'm not confident in my writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that you'll improve on over time. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you in. Yeah, I'm going. They get out their seat and make their way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are y'all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Jump around. Jump around. Sorry. They take a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little words, her poem has a rhyme and rhythm to it. It's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem, like jumping. In finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I could put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, In. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming, though. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure to pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I could do this. All right. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm in S&M, but I'll do my best to get through it. Because I'll be doing this the whole time I'm reading. Do it for the sake of the club and impressing M. I like M, and then I'll have to do my best. Do I like M? I don't know if I like M. Ready to go? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Geez, guys, don't make this such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Miley. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Yay, we're going home! I walk home with S once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, S is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, S. Sorry, I was spacing out. No worry. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, S fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh, decisions. I can't be rude. But I've always walked with you, and I feel like my character's more of an introvert, so I'm going to continue walking with you. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't ruin that for you. You're silly, Milo. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... S, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Trails off. It's kind of weird thing that S cares about that. But to respect her and to keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Alright. Well, with that, we're gonna save the game, pause the game, and do this another day. If you liked the video, give a thumbs up. If you didn't, do a dislike. Leave a comment, don't leave a comment. Watch the next video, don't watch the next video. I'm not going to force you to do anything. You're your own person. You can do whatever you want to do, but I would very much appreciate it if you did watch the videos. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see y'all in the next video.